What is up, and welcome to the latest edition of the Bruin Bible. Will Decker here with my main man, the Madman, in the building, my co-host. Madman, we got a very, very special guest in the house. This guy, I think, is going to be the leader of the UCLA secondary for years to come, a guy that we've tabbed as kind of the next big one coming from UCLA. And he took some time out of his busy schedule to come speak with us. We're so honored. Our guy, Devin Kirkwood. D, how are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good today. How are you?
Dude, we're doing great, man. We're excited to kind of dive into your football history, what got you into the game, what got you to Serra High School. You know, a lot of legendary players played there. What got you to UCLA, kind of some of your inspiration with football. But first, we got to do an ad read. Our ad read for this week is Bet Online. It's the number one source for all your betting needs and sports info. Find all the latest odds, news, and sports development, including this year's basketball championship finals, the Stanley Cup finals, Major League Baseball, all that, and even next season's early NFL futures. Bet Online, where the game starts. Make sure to check that out. D, I'm very interested to see where your love of the game started, because we see the product that's still developing and still kind of going out there as you made, one of your dreams come true, playing Division I football at a high level. Was there a moment in time that sparked your interest in the game, or, memory in your past where you're like, right there, that's when I fell in love with the game of football?
When I first really fell in love with football, it was when I was 3. I was walking in the park with my mom, and first football was supposed to be my mom put me in football for a punishment. I really didn't like sports growing up. When I was young, I didn't like playing sports. I just liked being at the house and being with my mom. And when she put me in football as a punishment, she thought I was gonna go out there first day and then just not like it. I ended up having a blast. It was my first day running around the park and having fun with all the kids around my age. But I was still they were around my age but a little older than me. So it was fun to me. And I was a very competitive person. So my best moment for what made me really fall in love with football to get me to start just playing was when I went out for my first practice for the Inglewood Jets. And I played offensive line at that time.
Oh, man. How the positions have changed, my dude. So it's safe to say that you grew up playing the game of football at an early age, 5 to 6 years old, going out there, you're playing Pop Warner, doing stuff like that, Inglewood Jets. It comes time to high school, man. And I know you were probably a kid that was tabbed to wanting to go to multiple different schools. A lot of coaches probably looking to get you in their program. Serra High, I mean, when I think of Serra High, the first thing I think of is football. You have your Robert Woods, your Adoree Jacksons. You probably grew up watching these players play. You know what I mean? What made Serra High the destination for you at the end of the day to play your high school football at?
Let's see. Serra High School wasn't my first destination.
Oh.
I really didn't want to go to Serra. I wanted to go to Bosco or Cathedral.
Yeah.
At the moment, Bosco was talking to me really a lot about coming to the school and saying I have a bright future. So I believed and I wanted to go to Bosco. But what drew me to Serra at the last moment was most of my teammates from Inglewood, I played for the Inglewood Jets my last year of Pop Warner. So all my friends and teammates was going to Inglewood, and Inglewood was like a feeder in the Serra, supposedly.
Oh.
So, and I talked with Coach Alt, and he was telling me, Devin, you have a chance to be one of the big name players coming out of high school. And I didn't believe him, but I was just the drive isn't that far, and all my friends are going there. So I feel like Serra would be the best, and then also all the legacy Serra has. So I'm all right, I'd love to be a part of it. So I just chose to go to Serra. And it was the right decision for me.
Awesome, man. Well, you had an illustrious high school football career. You racked up the offers, man. USC, Michigan, Notre Dame. You could have played for a lot of different schools. You had some, All-American games come your way during the process. At the end of the day, man, what made it UCLA for you at the next level?
Okay. So UCLA. UCLA was my dream school. I loved UCLA since I was born. Basically, my mom went to UCLA. My auntie worked at UCLA Hospital. So it was really like at first I was committed to UCLA. And then I decommitted because it was just in the moment UCLA started losing and I was like, I can't see myself really growing as a player at the school at the moment. And then I just opened it back up to see my options, want to see where I can go because I was still a high recruit in high school. So I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a good decision. So when I decommitted, everybody thought I was going to USC. It
Yeah.
was all like, oh yes, he's guaranteed going to USC, but they still forgot that I was still talking with ASU and I was still talking with Notre Dame. But I was really what drew me back to UCLA was on signing day. I recommitted back to UCLA on signing day.
Wow.
Signed, sealed, and delivered because it was like the coaches talked to me about like if you really want to build a long-term legacy, we're gonna give you a chance. We're not gonna promise you're gonna start. We're gonna give you a chance, and that's all I really was asking for. I didn't want nobody to promise me anything. I wanted to go into college and show that I'm actually a great player, not just things being given to me.
Love that, man.
If you know, building on that, I love that story and the legacy of, you know, with the family and the deep relationships. If I'm a top recruit today, why is UCLA an obvious choice for me to go play ball, grow, and why is it an ideal home?
For a recruit, the reason why I say now UCLA is like a very good school to go to is because we're on the up right now with coaches. We brought in a whole new coaching staff, and then plus the last year's season, we're building a lot better team chemistry, and we all are getting more involved in the communities, giving back. And it's like Chip Kelly, the head coach. He's a really good coach. Like some people say he's not a good coach and not a people's person, but I don't believe that because I talk to him often, and that's me and Coach Chip. We have funny conversations. We make jokes. We go at it in practice. Like you just want a coach that's gonna make you feel like you're wanted at all times, not a coach that just recruits you and then names you as a number when you get there. The one thing I'll say about UCLA is all the coaches get to know you on a personal level. They make sure that you need everything that you need in life is right there in front of you, so you won't have to struggle. Our coaches, every coaches has their ups and downs with their players, but our coaches try to limit that because at the end of the day, they want the best players. They want the players that fit the school the best, that they know that they won't have to worry about often. They don't have to worry about on the regular. School is the main priority.
Yeah.
And play sets you up for life, not just for football. It sets you up for life after ball, life after football, because the things that you have to know, the things you have to go through after football, you might have to get a job after, and the connections in the UCLA network is so amazing. It's like as soon as you get done in the league, or if you don't even make the league and you want to get a job right away, and you graduate from UCLA, the degree holds so much weight. And UCLA and LA is one of the best places in the world, even though the traffic is not that good. But it's like UCLA's holds so much weight in certain areas all over the world because the degree holds so much power. And I feel like if you come to UCLA, the degree will help you so much in many ways that you think that will not just help you, but your family and your friends.
I love that, man. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. The guy to the right of me is a UCLA grad, so he loved everything you just said, man. And take it from me, a guy who just moved to Los Angeles. The traffic is brutal, man. I'm just getting over it. Devin, you got to set the record straight for me, man. Are you 6'3" or are you 6'4"?
I really don't know. Like some days I be looking 6'4", and then some days I be 6'3". when I put the helmet and shoulder pads on, okay, I'm 6'4". Like I'm naturally 6'4". But when I'm just in casual clothes, I'm 6'3". Like on every day I'm 6'3".
Man, well, I feel that. And the reason I bring that up is you are abnormally tall for the cornerback position in the best way possible. Because I think that new mold is, the Richard Sherman, the Jalen Ramsey types, the bigger corners on the outside. But you're big enough to play, outside possession receiver. And I know you're talented enough to have been an awesome receiving prospect as well. What made it defense over offense for you at the end of the day? Because, man, you probably could have played either one.
So when I was in high school, I didn't really transition to corner to defense until like my junior year of high school. My freshman, sophomore year, I was a receiver. I did like defense. I wanted to score. And I was really bad. I just had good ball tracking skills. So I just knew how to find the ball. But my coach, Anthony Brown, told me that coaches for ground zero, square technique system. That's my guy right there. If you guys want to get at him for
Anthony Brown. Yeah, we'd love to have him on.
He's the man behind the plan. He got me to see like you're gonna be tall. He said the league is gonna want tall corners. And he said, if you buy in, he said you can make anything that you think, anything that you imagine become true. He said, Devin, an All-American. He said you can become an All-American. He said you can have 20 plus offers. He said you can get your dream school. And then literally, he said, all you have to do is buy in. I bought in. Everything became a reality. I was an Under Armour All-American. I just got put up in my school with All-Americans with Robert Woods, Adoree Jackson. My name's on the board in the school. He said all that you'll get, and I was just like, crazy when he said it to me. At first, when you're sitting there, when you're young, you're like, this man just blowing smoke up me. Like he just telling me what I want me to come train with him. But when it really happened, I was like, wow. And then living everybody's dream, playing as a true freshman, being a freshman All-American, having a great season, being on a winning team, being on a team that went from having a losing record consecutively every year to then playing on a team that went 8-4 his freshman year. Then just contributed in a lot of ways like that most people want to do as a true freshman. I've lived it, and I'm very happy to be in that experience. I think Coach Norwood, Coach Chip, all the coaches, Coach Foster, all the coaches that was there, they helped me in a way that made me a better player because they just gave me an opportunity.
Oh, yeah, man.
Dude, that's amazing and great story. And you spoke about kind of the 8-4 season and the turnaround, and 21 was just such an incredible year for UCLA to get things right and get things right moving in the direction that we wanted to go. And I think there's still another step to take, and you'd probably agree, where we can go from 8-4 to that next step. And I think a lot of folks are looking at the secondary as an area where we can really make that jump to be elite. And how do you see this upcoming season, D, in terms of Bill McGovern, a new voice on defense, and how do you see kind of that unit, and what are your expectations for yourself as well as collectively with that unit and with this new voice in Bill McGovern?
So with our new coach Bill McGovern, he's really, really good. I love the coach. He's made it to where I literally can be me. Like how he coaches, he's very interactive with the players, and he gives everybody a chance. I like that. And he lets me be me. Like I just said, he lets me be me. I'd be in practice talking trash, having fun, dancing. Me and coach be out there dancing together. Cause it's like we're just having fun, and cause he's told me that if you're not having fun, then what are you playing for?
Right.
What's the point of playing if you're not having fun? You want to make every play your best play, every moment, the moment that you want to live in for the rest of your life. And I feel like with him, he's been he's been on me heavy. Like, he pushes me even harder than I normally do. Technique wise, I'd be more consistent with my technique. I finish all the way throughout routes a lot better, and I recognize plays a lot better. And then I feel like with my role in the secondary this year, being a returning player, playing a lot as a true freshman, this is going to help me lead our defense in a positive way. Because this year, everybody's been saying I have all the hype coming back on the campus since I'm only being a sophomore, and my name has holding so much buzz for the team. And I'm planning on just having a breakout season that I want to put UCLA on the map to where everybody knows that Pac-12 teams is not just a finesse type of league. I want to show that the Pac-12 has the best DBs, best coverage, has the best run defense, best pass defense, has the best offense, has the best. I want to be that player that makes a difference in UCLA's legacy this year, and the teamwork that we have this year, I feel like is going to be amazing because the whole defensive back group has came together a lot more. We're more in unison. We all play to our abilities to help each other. When we see somebody messing up, we help each other out, not just in a negative way, also in a positive way. We make sure that everything that we do has a purpose. We watch together. We train after practice together. We critique everything to the littlest things because it's like at the end of the day, the little things matter when you're playing because how you start off on the beginning of the play determines how you're going to probably finish the play. If you start off low, you're going to finish low. If you start off high, you're going to finish high in the play. And being like not like a team captain, but being a leader in the secondary, just being like a role model to all the new people that's coming, all the new players, keeping my energy high. And I project myself this season as one of the top corners to be one of the top corners in UCLA history. I'll be one of the top corners, and also to put myself to create a bigger name for myself. So people that understand that you can literally have a great year last year and then come back and do the same thing again, but even better than how you did it.
Love that.
Yeah, man. D, you got us ready to run through a freaking wall right now, dude. I'm so fired up after hearing that. D, last serious question I got for you, and then we're gonna play like a fun speed round where I just ask you like, what's your favorite movie or things like that. The last serious question I got for you, because you're my breakout player, not only for UCLA, but for the Pac-12 on the defensive side of the football. I want to know, in your eyes, who has impressed on the defensive side of the ball? Give us a name to watch out for this year on the defensive side of the football and on the offensive side of the football, because you're competing with these guys and against these guys in practice every single day.
On the defensive side, Jalen Davies.
Ooh, yeah.
Jalen Davies, Stephen Blaylock, my senior, and Mo Osling and Azizi Heron.
The secondary, man. Let's go.
I believe in the secondary. And then also Ale Cajo.
Yeah.
Ale. Those guys are really gonna have been performing well. Blay's coverage has been really going through the roof this year. We train so much together with it. Me and Davies go way back, and I've seen he's came a long way since he's transferred in from Oregon. His consistency has gotten better. And Mo just got moved to safety, but Mo's instincts and how he breaks on the ball downhill has been amazing. And Ale's just getting back from an injury, but Ale is gonna be that dog that comes downhill.
Yeah, man.
And he's laying the wood. But on offense, Zach Charbonnet. Oof. Zach Charbonnet, Zach's always gonna be Zach.
Problem, bro.
Problem. Then you got Jake Bobo, the grad transfer from Duke. Jake Bobo is a very good receiver. He knows how to work his body and go up and make aggressive catches, and he's a very good in and out of his break receiver. We got Titus that just transferred in. Titus is going to be a problem. Titus is actually really good. Like, he's one of them receivers you'd be like, okay, how is he gonna come off the ball? How is he gonna stem me? Titus just loves to get open, and Titus is a very creative type of route runner. And then also you have DTR. You know, DTR is planning on coming with some hot this season. And I believe my QB. So DTR gonna do what he has to do. With also, who else? Who else is gonna ball out this season that I know?
Little Kaz Allen action right there. You think Kaz?
Crazy. Kaz,
yeah.
Kaz is supposed to do really good. And our offensive line, the whole offensive line has gotten way better this year. Adding new prospects. We just got Jalen from Oregon.
Yeah.
Offensive line is supposed to do really good. The D lineman is supposed to do really good too. The defensive line is better, even though we've lost players. But the players that we've brought in, the two twins.
Murphy twins, yeah.
Those dudes are crazy. Those dudes are dogs. Then the secondary, like Will Nimmo, has gotten way better. John Humphrey, Isaiah Newcomb. They're all those players. I feel like the secondary this year has gotten way better in total because we communicate a lot more. We understand.
D, I can tell off the rip that you are a phenomenal teammate. I asked for one name from each spot, and you shout out the whole entire starting roster, man. Devin Kirkwood, teammate of the year. I'm petitioning for it right now. Devin, are you ready for the speed round? We've done this with Quinn Lake, Sean Ryan, Alec, all these dudes. Okay, the first question of the speed round. What is Devin Kirkwood's favorite food?
Bacon cheeseburgers.
Bacon cheeseburgers are fire, bro. You are in the right category with that. Favorite TV show? What are you watching these days, man?
Favorite TV show? Anime. So it would be Demon Slayer, but on the low, it's called Goblin Slayer. There's another one. It's a very good anime, Goblin Slayer.
Dude, you might have to send me the link to that after this conversation. I've never seen it. Big anime guy. Favorite musical artist? Who do you listen to pregame to get you pumped and just casually just chilling?
Pregame. Ooh.
Who gets you fired up, man? Who gets you fired up for the game?
I would say Blue Boys Clan, but Meek Mill. Meek Mill Meek Mill has to get right. But
pray for times like this to shine like, man, come on. It is the Eagles walkout song, bro. Come on.
Yeah. You know.
Fire. I love me some Meek Mill. Dream vacation spot, man. Like you can go anywhere in the world. You're given a ticket, all expense paid. Where are you going and why?
I want to go to Italy.
Oh,
yes. Italy. I want to go. That's somewhere I've never been, and I feel like it would be like a great experience for me.
My dude, Jamal will have to give you the recommendations. He actually just went there on his honeymoon, so he is very familiar with you.
Anything you need in terms of planning for Italy, I'm your guy, man. No worries.
That's what I'm talking about then.
Two more I got for you, man. Favorite non-football athlete?
Favorite non-football athlete? It was Kobe. Kobe was my non-football athlete. He's
the guy, man. He's LA. He's LA through and through.
The world. And also one more, Nipsey.
Yeah.
Nipsey was
play some Nip, man. Pre-game.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle was that guy.
Blue Laces, man. That one gets me going in the gym, man. Love me some Nip. And then the last question I got for you: the player you want to model your game after?
The player I want to model my game after, Richard Sherman, the Legion of Boom.
Yeah. That's who I see for you, D, man. And that pick you made in Washington, very eerily similar. I mean, you made that pick, less than 20 miles from Richard Sherman doing his business against the Seahawks. Devin Kirkwood, ladies and gentlemen, what a blast it was to have you on the show. Buddy, you got to come on again soon. I had an awesome experience.
Thank you. I'd love to come on again soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, D.
Bruin Bible, we are out.